fallen, a couple of flashes, which have just both been expended outside of the hut, and now the aggression comes through with a couple of frags being exchanged. It's going to go the way of SK Gaming. Bomb's been dropped on the site, but they can recover this. Skadoodle in heaven has his work cut out for him.
Yeah, Stewie specifically still trying to get himself back into the bomb site there through the main doorway here, leading out from the T lobby way. But oh, they walk right into him. Fallen's going to slam the door in his face, but now he's alone. This is no longer an even 2v2. Fallen's got to focus on getting the bomb on the ground so they can at least enable the third round buy if they still want to try to go for something like that. But Fallen, well, he's going to fall away, working his way over towards Decon. Stewie should have been able to hear that door swing open, though, a moment ago, so I think he's got a pretty good idea as to where he's moving back to. And he's even read the flank, so he just waits inside. He's going to let Skadoodle be the one to walk up and start the defusal on the bomb, and this should be an easy kill. There you go. Stewie's going to close it out, and we will see Cloud9 starting off with a pistol round victory. You do not actually have the ramp under your control, but it's Fur that strikes first as they end up making their way upstairs. They abandon the secret play. Now they're going to get access in here. Okay, Fur, calm down. What are you spraying at there? That's your teammate. So a little bit of a mistake there, but nothing too big. Only does a little bit of damage, and Phelps swings right back in to pick up a kill against Skadoodle. It's down to Automatic and Stewie, and it seems that the 1-2 switch up from SK has worked beautifully. And now, well, Automatic and Stewie aren't even going to last very long either, as they take a while to get in there. But if you can get them, it makes the job a whole lot easier. Now, though, they are moving back in, and at the moment, there's not a whole lot of resistance coming in from Cloud9, but with what there is, they're doing work on it. Automatic, nothing in Shroud, picking up massive amounts of kills, and Automatic ends up chaining together a 3K. He's very low, 15 HP, but Fallen moves right up to challenge him. He'll take him back down. We have pressure from up top, too, and that's where Phelps is going to strike. Fallen just hopping up on top. That's Heaven Control. Now going by the way of SK, which is going to prove very, very dangerous. Automatic does move up here to retake the position, but he's going to be pushed in a moment from all sides. However, he spots Fallen around the corner here, moves in to take him back down, and that's going to re-deny that pressure, which they so keenly were looking for just seconds ago and thought that they had. Now the tables turn. We're back to square one for SK. As unfortunately, while they do have outside control, they did not get that wraparound onto Heaven, so they can't just crunch onto the site. Taco, though, with a big opener here, moves in, takes down Shroud, and now they've got the man advantage again.
Oh, Automatic, that is a huge trade that goes the way of Cloud9. If he falls, it's a 1-on-3 against Skadoodle with an AWP, and it's not looking too great for them. As it stands, though, 2-on-2, 25 seconds left, and it is going to be a plant at the back of the B site. So coldzera now has position to look up towards ramp. That's where Automatic's coming from. Skadoodle is maneuvering his way through the hut. He's going to be coming down the vents. So it could all come down to timing here. A bit of noise has been made in vents, and I'm sure Taco would have heard that. And he's in hot pursuit, but Taco's teammate coldzera has been put 6 foot under. Bomb gets tickled. This is going to force Taco out into the open. Skadoodle is faking it, and Taco gets the spray. Closes the door in the face of Automatic, who then gets the 4K and the clutch. Unreal once again, but this is going to hurt the economy of Cloud9 after losing another 4 players.
Yeah, no, we're not really getting anywhere.
In effect, Phelps has been put down to 8 health early on in the round alongside coldzera, but they have claimed the first kill to the hands of Fur onto Stewie 2K. So there's one of the 2 members we were discussing that has been put out. Phelps with another 2 kills with a Tech 9 and M4 and AWP trade hands. This is looking brutal now for Cloud9. It's all on Shroud and a 1-on-4.
So Shroud, he knows he has Fallen sitting in the corner there. Yeah, pretty secure to get that kill. And I think he's going to go for this because he has the rest of them low, although he wasn't expecting to find Taco there. A bit of an awkward shuffle as he moves into the vents. Although he does find the kill, but now he himself is rather injured. But moving back in, he can hear this flank from behind him. He'll just go for it. Phelps, though, gets the shutdown there and ends the round.
And early on, Phelps and Taco alongside Fur are making a move towards the ramp. Stewie 2K is going to molly that one off. There's every chance that maybe after that molly dissipates, he'll be throwing in a smoke. But he could get aggressed on. He's been spotted. He has to turn tail and run back to ramp. And now down to the B site. So very much like outside, SK are getting early real estate going in their favor. And now they're going to try and execute onto the B site itself.
Moving back in here again, the defenses are very split up. However, Skadoodle, he's able to chime in. The smoke that was thrown over control is not perfect in any sense of the word here. He knows Phelps leaped over it somewhere, and he can see the bullets, but he's struggling to find that shot. There we go. There's the second connection coming out from him, and suddenly Stewie, surprised from Toxic. He heard Fur jump out in front of the doorway, and he found this the right timing to peek back out. This is someone else finally shining through, though, in Skadoodle, as SK are having a whole lot of problems hunting him down. Cloud9 still sitting nice and secure downstairs, and they have the bomb, but Fallen just leapt in there and found Skadoodle, put an end to his reign in this case. However, Stewie, still a menace from inside of New Toxic. They know they have him restricted, but he's going to toy with them, opening up the door and then immediately closing it back. Wasting time, buying time as well for his teammates to rotate back down, as we can see nothing, and Automatic still waiting up top, but coldzera finally taking down Shroud here now, and it's just going to be Stewie. that remains in the sight as they wait for Automatic to rotate back into. Fallen just barely misses the shot, but finally Stewie's out, and then Automatic from up on top stops Fallen from regards to how their takes were going to work out. So they may try to do that again, but this time it's not really going to be in that respect. A bit of a ruse as they do just proceed forward to try and take B-side control. Taco, of course, well, mind you, is still applying pressure to stop these players from flanking them in the other direction. But it's looking very clean again from SK as they do get that control. Nothing along with more of the C9 members still hold control of the ramp to retake downstairs, but it's actually going to be Shroud that finds an X frag. Again, SK kind of shuffling around here. They have hesitant control on many parts of the map, but as it goes back and forth and now back again, we're down to a 3v2 with the bomb just re-entering Secret and going downstairs.
And this is basically what we were discussing earlier, where it was Cloud9 weren't necessarily out stratting SK, they were just getting the trades going their way in very influential positions on the map. This round, SK get the opening picks, and they take control over B. And this is what was worrying me a little bit about Cloud9 before. We know that Shroud has the capabilities of pulling this one off. He's waiting to see if a second player was down in decon that he could spot, but instead coldzera's coming up the vents, and, well, it doesn't look too good for Shroud anymore with just 46 health. He does have full nades and a kit, and Taco is low. So the plot may very well thicken here, but he's going to get tagged up to 20 on the approach, and coldzera will take him from the side.
From numerous positions, and it could lead to his death pretty quickly if he's not careful.
Taco will go down first. Phelps has already been tagged up to 29 as he looks to try and force his will and impose it upon the NA team. He's getting outside, where Third just died beforehand to Skadoodle, who's up in heaven. That call would have came out. Now Phelps is going to try and snake his way up there. He may very well get the drop on Skadoodle, who's now focusing outside. The barrel of the gun has been spotted, and that will give Skadoodle's position away. The problem now for Phelps is he's not entirely sure where Skadoodle went, and it's going to be Shroud watching the back of his teammate. Very well played. Good game sense to realize what was about to happen. Now coldzera with a minute to play with and no control really of the map. And we're trying to come through and pick that bomb up and do something with it.
Just made this noise though, so Shroud's going to know he's down there. However, Cold still able to respond. He takes him out. The bomb itself, I think, is past the doorway inside of that hallway right now. So Skadoodle is going to be spotted up there. Actually, no, excuse me. It's like up on the roof right now. So way out of his reach. He actually has to fall completely back from this position, which is not optimal. But he only has 30 seconds, and the other C9 player is downstairs. So he'll have to go up and retrieve that and try to round himself back downstairs into that site. This is going to be very awkward, to say the least, for coldzera if he wants to clutch it.
Well, if there's a player that can pull it off, you'd certainly fancy it to be him. He's about to get peeked from Skadoodle, who was automatic, pardon me, who was yeah, they sure are, and they've proven once again why a lot of people consider them to be one of the finer duos in Counter-Strike. Automatic using the smoke actually to hide behind the wall. He's not entirely sure as to what's about to come towards him. There's 3 players there. This could be a nightmare, and Automatic gets 3 kills from the same position, just spraying down with pixel perfect aim. Oh my goodness, he just single-handedly wrecked SK in this round. Fallen and coldzera have a huge task ahead of them, and make that all on coldzera.
Well, for coldzera, he's got himself outside control, but unfortunately he has nothing else. And as soon as he spots his first battle there...
Let's have a look actually where they're currently situated. So Phelps is in ramp room. We've already seen him try and aggress on this before, where Skadoodle has been able to repel him a few times, and that's going to be a 3-man push. Oh, the leg is going to connect from Skadoodle, and Stewie just mops up with the spray down. Also, a nade was thrown in for good measure, and a flashbang will deter Fur from picking up the bomb for a few more moments before he gets put down by Skadoodle alongside Fallen. It's looking like Cloud9 are going to end this map in a very solid way. coldzera in yet another clutch, but 64 health, he's been spotted, the bomb's not under his control, and he's got grenades raining towards his face. Good luck to you, sir.
Yeah, flashbangs and everything. He wanted to go back in and get the bomb. The cavalry has arrived for Cloud9. Everybody is inside of that room, but there's not a hope in the world. Smoke. He's got a Molotov as well if he wants to try to deploy that inside. It looks like he's setting himself up for one. So we still have automatic armed with it, but he's downstairs just outside of the door, which he's going to blow up. Pops up the smoke behind it, though, and this is the smoke, I think, to go for a vent drop. So at the moment, that seems to be the plan. It's not necessarily executed in here. They left a bit of a hole inside of the smoke that goes over towards vents, though, so it's not necessarily flawless and easy for them to get downstairs here. In fact, Phelps already on the pursuit as he gets himself outside of the vents. He's going to be crunched on, though, by automatic. So they take him back down and out of the picture, and this goes 4v4 for the retake on SK.
Cloud9 do have full health, but in these kind of rounds, all it takes is a USP headshot, and it will finalize the kill. Nothing's going to go down next to the USP from coldzera for close range confrontation with automatic, who is the last remaining terrorist, but not for much longer. It is going to be a fantastic retake, a 4-on-4 without SK losing a single player, and Fur coming in with 3 kills. Game is well and truly back on.
100% the case, as now Cloud9, unfortunately, well, they find that actually try and get Heaven control, which actually, you know, could work out really well for them if they want to try to crunch an A. Because again, look at automatic. He's got all of this for free, and he's going to walk into Heaven. I don't think anyone's going to suspect him. In they go, though. Fallen with the first kill, but then 3 fast trades from Cloud9. That Heaven crunch from automatic works out beautifully, and now all that's left is Taco.
Beautiful take. I was thinking maybe they'd waited too long and allowed SK a chance to get those crossfires set up, but as you mentioned, as soon as automatic comes out around the back, even though we only got 1 kill, it throws hell into any plans that SK had, and now Skadoodle will finish off the final frag. 3 round position. I'd be worrying and struggling, but coldzera, of course, comes out first, takes down nothing, and straight away alleviates some of that pressure that's been mounting up.
Finally being able to restrict Cloud9 too, as their map control was really good in some of these previous ones. SK were being very passive just because they didn't have the gunpowder to hold it, but now they're pushing their force across the map a lot more noticeably. As we can see, Cloud9, they've been denied an attempt to push their way outside over here towards the ramp room and downstairs too. They've already lost nothing. So things are not looking that great for Cloud9 at the beginning, but now we can start to see they move upstairs. They will look to deploy a few nades over here towards the inner site and try to execute out towards it.
You can see the difference that an entry frag makes. Cloud9 have typically got the first kill, and then they've been able to convert that into the round. SK now have the control. They have everything really in their favor. Only 17 seconds left in which Cloud9 need to aggress, but automatic again is going to be the man to open things up with Skadoodle. They're going to vent dive towards B, and Taco gets picked off. That is massive by Stewie. That now allows the plant to come in, and suddenly in the blink of an eye, the tables have turned. It's all on Fur in a 1-on-3. He's going to pick up the first kill. He has spotted Stewie, but he doesn't have a nade to flush him out of that scenario. He's not sure where Shroud is either. Although he will look towards Deacon, and there we have it, Cloud9.
The usual smoke lineup. But it's only nothing. He's the only player that pushes through. Normally in this situation, you know, it's a big 3 or 4 stack. Just all move together to get secret. Right now, it's just nothing that's moved in. Phelps, though, well, he's not going to be phased by any of this. He places himself up on top of the shed, and he's already spotted the first kill. coldzera actually catches nothing somewhere near secret over there, so taking him back down, and this goes 5v3. Cloud9 really don't have a lot of control beyond this, as they're going to try to swing in towards the inner bomb site. They still have coldzera here, watching out for this pressure. Shroud finally going to catch some impact here, but they still have to deal with coldzera over to his left, and there's another player sitting in the vents, and he doesn't even realize that coldzera is sitting to it. He's wide peeked him right now. Shroud, if he noticed that inside of control, he would have basically had the free kill in the cold. Kind of have to buy yourself a bit of extra time to allow yourself to get into the site cleanly. Well, here they go, though. 35 seconds. Let's see what kind of a hit they can make.
Will be straight through onto A, but it's going to be hitting the roadblock of Fur. He only gets 1 kill before falling, but there is a player advantage to SK. Even if that bomb gets planted, their retake potential is pretty high. Fallen's going to be coming through outside. Phelps is going to make it even more an advantage to SK in this scenario. As he goes in for yet another kill, it's all on Shroud. He's going to get killed from above. Phelps with 3 kills in the round. And again, SK keeping 3 players alive. Going to do the world of good.
Straight. They finally do go for a lot more pressure towards it. No smokes or anything, so Fallen may have himself a bit of a nasty surprise. It's actually automatic that gets the bite of it as they do shift into the shed, but Fallen's still looking for impact out here. He does pick up the kill against Skadoodle, and now Stewie is hesitantly trying to push his way out into the shed. The team gets control here, and most of SK, unfortunately, well, they've been pushed back out. They still have a man advantage, but positionally, they're completely outmatched right now.
I love the idea to throw the smoke up, knowing it'll stop dead on the Molotov to extinguish it, to actually get the better smoke into Heaven. No chance of it falling down the ladder. Oh, Stewie through the smoke. Who else would it be to pull off a play like that? Nearly gets a second kill. Crosshair not quite on point. Automatic and nothing. With a tenuous task of pulling this one off, but nothing is going to task. He hasn't had the greatest game so far, but he comes up with 2 massive kills, leaving automatic with it all to do. Straight out.
2 guys out here position, but that doesn't mean they can actually stop Cloud9. Look at this. Stewie's a race car. He's already all the way down through Secret, and he's working his way over to the vent halls.
It's not looking good, is it, for SK? Phelps, Fur, and Taco have got to try and remedy the situation. Leave it down to Fur and Phelps now. As Taco meets his demise courtesy of Stewie's hands. Nothing. Actually, nearly Molotoving automatic. That looked a little bit iffy. I don't know if maybe they thought someone was around the red container. Phelps was lurking outside, is now going to start to push his way through towards the secret, where he saw the trajectory of the Molotov come from. That is information that goes across, but nothing will take him down. And now Fur peaks just in time for nothing to look for another one, and nothing is going to finalize 16-9. Quite an upset, I think it's safe to say. SK have lost their first map in Group B.
Absolutely.